We meet Lily, a mute teenage girl living in an isolated village at the edge of an ancient, untamed forest. Her connection to nature is strong, her only friend being Rusty, a fox she rescued as a cub. Despite her isolation from the village due to her inability to speak, she feels a deep bond with the forest and its creatures. The emotional focus is on Lily's internal struggle, a longing to belong, to communicate, and to find her voice. Her world is silent, yet the forest seems to listen. This hook establishes a theme of communication beyond words and Lily's deep connection with nature, hinting at the special bond she shares with animals. It sets up the emotional core of the story. Lily's need to protect her home, her only source of comfort and connection, against the looming threat of destruction. Welcome to AI Film City, where we share heartwarming stories that inspire and touch the heart. If you enjoy emotional tales filled with love and compassion, please like, subscribe, and share to join us on this journey. Lily's quiet life takes a dramatic turn when she discovers her telepathic ability to communicate with animals. One day, she finds an injured bird in the forest. As she tends to it, she experiences something extraordinary, a telepathic connection. For the first time, she can hear the bird's thoughts, feel its pain, and comfort with her mind. Stunned but excited, she tests her newfound ability on other creatures, from squirrels to deer, and eventually communicates with Rusty on a deeper level. The forest responds to her presence in ways she's never experienced before. The animals look to her not just as a friend, but as a leader. Despite this magical discovery, Lily is careful to hide her powers from the villagers, who already see her as different. They wouldn't understand the deep connection she has with the forest. As Lily learns to control her abilities, she grows more confident. But her peaceful bond with the wilderness is soon threatened by an external force, developers planning to destroy the forest. One day, Lily overhears a conversation between the village leaders and a group of developers. The developers are planning to cut down large sections of the forest to build roads and infrastructure that would modernize the village. The villagers are divided. Many see the promise of wealth and opportunity, while few are concerned about the impact on their home. Lily is heartbroken. The forest, her sanctuary, is under threat, and she has no way to protest or voice her objections. Frustrated, she flees to the forest, sharing the devastating news with the animals through her telepathic abilities. The animals respond with confusion and fear, sensing the impending destruction. This moment marks the turning point for Lily, as she realizes she is the only one who can save the forest. But how? She's just one girl, and no one in the village will listen to her. Tension builds as the developers' plans advance, and Lily is forced to make a decision. Will she remain silent and watch the forest fall, or will she fight for her home? Determined to defend the forest, Lily embarks on a daring mission to rally the animals. Using her telepathic connection, she begins communicating with the creatures of the wild. She sends out calls to the birds, wolves, bears, and every animal that lives in the forest, organizing them into a makeshift army. The forest comes alive with the energy of preparation, as species that usually avoid one another unite under Lily's guidance. Rusty, her loyal fox companion, acts as her right hand, spreading the message to distant parts of the forest. The emotional bond between Lily and Rusty deepens during this time, as they strategize and plan. The forest itself seems to hum with anticipation. However, despite the animals' loyalty and readiness, Lily realizes that their efforts alone may not be enough to stop the powerful machines and men that are set to tear the forest apart. Suspense builds as Lily contemplates what more she can do. She senses that her telepathic abilities alone will not be enough to save the forest. But what else can she sacrifice? On the eve of the developer's arrival, Lily seeks answers from the forest itself. That night, under the light of a full moon, she has a vivid dream. In her dream, an ancient owl, wise and mystical, appears to her. The owl tells her of the long-standing guardianship of the forest. There have always been protectors of this land, both human and animal. The owl reveals that Lily has been chosen as the forest's latest guardian, and that her telepathic powers are part of an ancient bond between humans and nature. However, the owl also warns her that to fully protect the forest, Lily must make a great sacrifice. She doesn't yet know what the sacrifice entails, but the owl assures her that her courage will guide her. Suspense builds as Lily wakes up, unsure of the future, but resolved to face the developers. The emotional weight deepens as Lily realizes that the forest has given her everything: a voice, a purpose, and now it asks for something in return. As the developers prepare to bulldoze the forest, Lily faces her hardest decision. With the forest animals standing by her side, she knows she must make her stand. But to communicate with the developers and villagers, she realizes she must sacrifice her telepathic bond with the animals. The connection that has given her a voice, a purpose, must be relinquished. In a heart-wrenching moment, Lily chooses to give up her telepathic powers. The animals, sensing the gravity of her decision, gather around her in silent solidarity. Rusty, who has been her closest companion, stays by her side as she bids farewell to the telepathic connection. With tears in her eyes, she makes the sacrifice. As the mystical bond fades, Lily feels an overwhelming silence, but also a newfound strength. She may have lost her connection with the animals, but she's gained the courage to fight for what she believes in. She steps into the village square, ready to confront the developers. With the threat of destruction gone, Lily returns to the forest. Though she has lost her telepathic abilities, she feels a deeper connection with the animals than ever before. She no longer needs her powers to communicate with them. Her bond with Rusty and the other creatures has transcended the need for words. The villagers, having seen the forest's true value, pledge to protect it for future generations. Lily has found her place, both in the forest and in the village. She is no longer just a mute girl on the outskirts. She is a protector of the wild, the guardian of the forest. The story closes with Lily and Rusty walking through the forest, the sun setting on a peaceful, protected land. The emotional resolution is one of hope and new beginnings as Lily, having found her true voice, continues her journey as the guardian of the wild. In the heart of every forest, there's a story waiting to be told, but few have the power to truly listen. Whispers of the Wild is more than just a tale of survival. It's a heartwarming journey of courage, love, and the unbreakable bond between humans and nature. At its center is Lily, a mute girl who communicates not through words, but through a profound connection with the animals of the forest, especially her loyal companion, Rusty the Fox. When faced with the threat of losing her home to developers and loggers, Lily's silent world suddenly becomes a battleground for a voice she never knew she had. Through her bravery and deep-rooted love for the wilderness, Lily reminds us all that true strength comes not from words, but from the actions we take and the causes we stand up for. This is not just Lily's fight. This is a fight for every forest, every creature, and every person who believes that nature deserves our protection. Now it's time to join Lily's journey. Are you ready to stand up for the wild? Whether you feel a connection to nature, animals, or the environment, this story is a call to action for us all. Help us share this message by spreading the word. Like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends, family, and those who care about our planet. Let your voice be heard, just like Lily found hers. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can protect what is sacred. Be a part of the movement. Leave a comment below with your thoughts on nature conservation and what this story meant to you. Join Lily and Rusty in their fight to preserve the wild. Your actions today can inspire change. Let's ensure that the whispers of the wild are heard by all